Hey there, welcome to a lesson on making an Easter card. Now, yes, we've already made one Easter card previously, so you'll have to look for that video. It's this one right here with the little chickies. But today we're going to make an Easter egg Easter card. Now, I really love giving cards to people because, well, homemade cards, because I feel like it's a way to put our kindness out there and show people that we care, and it almost feels like we care just a little bit more because we made it. And so that energy came from our heart, and it just really just puts a little extra something out there. Nothing wrong with store-bought cards, though, I will say that. There's some really cool ones. So what you're going to need, this is a piece of construction paper, white construction paper. Really, you could use whatever color you want, and if you just have copy paper at home, that's okay too. What we're going to do is you're going to take your paper, it's going to be vertical, and we're going to fold it in half. Put a little crease across it, and some teachers call this like a hamburger fold. I call it a book fold because it's kind of like a book. And then of course you're going to need something to draw with. So you probably want a pencil, maybe an eraser, that way if there's any oopsies, maybe a permanent marker or any kind of markers to trace with. You might want crayons or colored pencils or even markers to color with. So those are some things that you'll want to grab, and you'll also need a pair of scissors. So grab your kids and come join me, and we're going to do this project together. So, like I said, we have a vertical paper. We fold it in half, top to bottom, so corner to corner meet, and then we put a crease on it, right? Sometimes parents, it helps if you hold the corners for your kids like this on the table, and then they can crease the top. Now, my card is going to open just like most cards do, or just like a book. And so right here, on the left side of the paper is where my fold is, so it opens on the right side, and that is going to be where I draw my egg. Now you guys are drawing with pencil. That way if there's any oopsies, there's no tears because we can erase, okay? I'm going to start at the top, very top edge of my paper, and I'm going to bring my egg down to the side, okay? Just like that. And then this egg, and notice that I'm doing little quick lines as I draw. That's called sketching. And I'm trying to draw kind of softly, even though I have a Sharpie, just like that, okay? So it looks like this. There. Now we are going to, after we have our egg just like that, we are going to do the fun part. You get to decorate. And the best part about decorating this kind of egg is you have a lot more control about your designs and what goes on. Be creative. Think, do I want stripes? Do I want polka dots? Do I want to draw a picture? Do I want to draw like a cartoony type thing? Do I want to draw my favorite character really big on the egg? Or do I want my egg to say Happy Easter on the front of it? So you can think about all kinds of fun designs for your egg. I'm going to take a marker, and I am going to use the whole side of the marker, trying to get it to focus. There it goes. The whole edge of the marker, not just the point, okay? So I'm going to lay the whole edge down on the paper, and I'm going to trace. Now right here is actually the fold of the paper, but I'm still going to kind of bring my egg design. Sometimes it helps to turn your whole paper when you are drawing. Instead of trying to twist your arm around, just twist the paper around, right? Now, you don't necessarily need to trace your pencil lines with Sharpie like I do on most of my projects, but you can. Okay, there we go. And then I need to think about what kind of designs are going to be on my egg. I might start the top one with just some curved lines, make that top section. And then I might do a zigzaggy section. Oh, come on. across. And then I might do, a wavy line. And then I might just start my pattern over again. Curve, curve, and zigzag. There we go. And thickening that line up just a little. And then I might add some designs in now. Heart, heart, heart. Just like that. There we go. Okay. And it's kind of hard to see where that purple is, isn't it? I mean, yellow is. So maybe I'll add, because I didn't make any purple in here yet, maybe I'll do some little purple flowers in here. And then I could choose to color in my card with marker, or I could do color pencil, or I could do crayon, or I could do a little bit of everything. It's really whatever floats your boat. I love spirals, so this one is going to have some spirals. There we go. There, that's kind of fun. Okay. And then how about, a dot dash pattern, maybe? Maybe I should do it blue. See, you have to be really thoughtful about your design and not just throw something on there. Think, what colors look good next to each other? What designs would be interesting? What kind of creativity can I add to this? What makes it special to me? So think about those things. Maybe I'll do some diamonds. There. Okay, and then after you get all your designs in, that's when you can start coloring. Okay. I'll just get it all colored in. Remember, we take our time. When we're using a marker and we're trying to fill in these little bitty spaces, we color very slowly. And if you keep your marker more straight up and down, you'll just be coloring with the point or the tip of the marker, and that way you can keep the color where you want it. If I use the whole edge of the marker, obviously it's going to make a huge line, right? Okay, we always click our marker lid shut, just like that. If you don't hear the click, then it's probably not shut, right? And a rule we have around here is the wrong lid is better than no lid, because if it has no lid, it gets all dried up. I might want to use color pencil for some of these tiny details, right? But then I could use crayon for some of the bigger spots. Like I might use some pink up here. I might use some yellow to color in here. And the goal is to get my whole egg decorated, so that way there's no white spots and it looks super interesting, right? I don't love white space. All my students know that. We gotta fill in the white space. No white space. Now with crayon, we got to be careful when we're coloring, because if I'm not careful, when I get down here to this yellow line, what's going to happen is I'm going to get orange all on top of my yellow marker, and then I'm just going to be frustrated, right? We don't want to be frustrated. Okay. There. Let's see. What if we did, I think I have a light blue crayon. Not indigo. Well, oh, there it is. It's a blue-green. So I gotta be careful next on the other side of my yellow line, because if I get blue crayon on top of yellow marker, it'll make the yellow marker look green, because we know blue and yellow makes green. It's still kind of hard to see that green swirl. Give y'all a little progress update here. There we go. Okay. Color, color, color. Get it colored in. All right. There. There we go. And then we have whatever color we want here. And we could put, ooh, what about some red violet? Oh yeah, I like the red violet. Kind of looks like magenta. That's pretty. And then I think I'll use, there's a crayon called 𝗀𝗲𝗱𝘆, I think. Is that what it's called? Yes, 𝗀𝗲𝗱𝘆. And it's like a dark blue. It's almost like a navy blue. Now, of course, with these crayons, if I was pushing way harder, my crayon color would look way more bold, right? You can push hard or soft. Now, keeping my paper folded in half, I'm going to cut my egg out. But remember, I cannot cut it right here on the fold. So right here, I cannot cut. Parents, definitely do this part for your kids, or at least get them started. So I start on the fold. I cut right along the edge. Right along the edge of my egg, just like this. There we go. All the way back to the fold. Whoop! So now, when I open it, it's still attached right here. And I made sure to leave, this is at least a finger length of folded paper still there, okay? So like the seam, the fold of the card, it's at least a finger length long, because if I make it real tiny, it might wind up tearing it in half, which would be a super bummer, okay? Now, say we accidentally cut our egg right in half. Don't even worry about it. All you would have to do is just tear you a piece of tape and just tape it back together on the inside, just a little piece of clear tape, taped together on the inside. Nobody will know the difference, okay? Because it is the thought that counts. So we've got our great egg, and then you just have to think about what's going to go on the inside of your egg. What kind of message, right? So we got to think about that. How about Happy Easter, or you could even say Happy Easter and draw a little bunny head in there. You could put I love you, or spring into happiness. You know, think of some fun things that you could put inside the card that's just going to make them smile and feel good. So let's say I want to say Happy Easter. I'm going to draw, and you may want to do pencil first. That way, if there's any oopsies, we can get rid of them. I am going to draw very calm, patient. I don't know if that would be the word, but very calm, letters. Okay, happy, H-A-P-P-Y, Easter, E-A-S-T-E-R. Exclamation mark with a little heart. Now, I know that looks kind of plain Jane, right? But that's okay, because now with another color, I could do like little polka dots at the ends. Like that. And so what that does is it just spices up our letter a little bit, makes them more interesting, right? Oh. Okay, then just trying to think with our purple again. I'm going to thicken that up a little. What I can do is I can thicken up some of the letter, like maybe the straight lines, kind of thicken those up like that. So all I'm doing is using more of the edge of the marker instead of the tip, so that I can just thicken up parts of my letter to make them more interesting, just like that. Remember, we click those markers shut. And then, you know, just write them a nice little something to go with it. I love you so much. Have a great day. I heart you so much. You know, love from, sincerely. You could just do a little heart. It's usually how I do mine. And then sign your name. Ta-da! So now we have a very cute little simple card with nice lettering, ready to go to somebody special, a neighbor, a grandparent, a friend, and you could drop it in the mail or tape it to the front door or give it to somebody in your house, you know? So anyway, anytime we can spread kindness, the better off everybody will be. Thanks so much for doing this project with me, and I cannot wait to do another one with you.